Professional Wrestling, March 3rd, 1984.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Championship Wrestling at ringside. This is Vince McMahon along with Mean Gene Okerlund. And on hand this week, Mr. Wonderful will join us, Paul Orndorff.
In addition to that, Vince, we're going to be seeing the Polish Hammer and Ivan Putski, Eddie Gilbert on hand, and a lot of action this week during this hour.
Indeed, 6-man tag team action. Scheduled to be on one side, Special Delivery Jones joining the tag team combination of Rocky Johnson and Mr. USA Tony Atlas.
And, of course, Greg Valentine is going to be on hand. He is back in the World Wrestling Federation. The big news, of course, the one we've all been waiting for.
Have we ever?
Sergeant Slaughter to do battle with the Iron Sheik. I can hardly wait.
And indeed, we shall not keep you. We shall return, ladies and gentlemen, and begin the festivities. We all will look forward to the one-on-one confrontation, the Iron Sheik against Sergeant Slaughter. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Championship Wrestling. My name is Gilbert, your ring announcer. And the opening contest, it is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Krakow, Poland, weighing 240 pounds, here is the Polish Power, Ivan Putski. And his opponent from Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 240 pounds, here is Ron Butler. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention for just a moment, a professional wrestling recently lost one of its outstanding young stars. When David Von Erich passed away, David was a member of a great wrestling family. He will be missed by many of his fans and friends, and the World Wrestling Federation extends its sympathies to the Von Erich family. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to stand for a moment in a silent prayer for David Von Erich.
Who is David Von Erich?
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, beginning the first matchup here this week, the Polish Power Ivan Putski against Big Ron Butler. Should be an outstanding match to start things off.
Another big night of World Wrestling Federation action comes to the Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles 1 week from tonight on Saturday, March 10th. And the incredible Hulk Hogan, the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, will be back front and center in Los Angeles to defend the title against the man who he took it from some 1.5 months ago in New York City, the Iron Sheik. We'll talk more about this great main event coming to the Olympic next week in just a few moments.
Side headlock by the Polish Power. That's like being in the vice. Putski clamping down.
What a physical package Ivan Putski is from head to toe. And right now, Ron Butler out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, feeling the wrath of the Polish Power.
Putski power pack. He takes tremendous sums of punishment. He's not much of a defensive type wrestler, all offense.
His popularity, Vince McMahon, I should point out, second to none. Wherever this man travels throughout the wrestling world.
Shot to the midsection had no effect on Ivan Putski. Putski unloads. Putski obviously not being put to the test here in this match.
Now, Putski just inviting Ron Butler to come on in as Butler rakes the eyes of the native of Krakow, Poland. There's a right to the side of the head. And an elbow. That really does not stagger Putski in the least as he counters with a couple of rights to the stomach. Now to the head, and look at Ivan Putski unload on Ron Butler.
Whoa, baby. Nice maneuver there by Ron Butler.
Nice.
Oh, not so nice now.
But initially, Butler thought he had pulled something off, but not at all. Putski.
Putski threatening to unleash the Polish hammer. Butler now being set up. Whip to the rope. Ivan Putski hurls himself into Butler, and down he goes. Oh. Covered by the Polish power. Lights out in another victory.
Very, very impressive, to say the least. Ivan Putski making quick work of Canadian Ron Butler.
Polish power!
Listen to this crowd come to life this week.
In time, 2 minutes and 51 seconds, and the winner, the Polish power, Ivan Putski.
Ivan Putski gets the dupe. And Ron Butler not providing much in the way of opposition as we take a look at what we saw moments ago.
Well, Vince, Ivan Putski in 2 minutes and 51 seconds making quick and impressive work of his pinfall, the Polish hammer, the subsequent 1-2-3 count of pinfall for Ivan Putski. Popular and victorious this week on Championship Wrestling.
Well, making his way to the ring now, a man greeted by a series of cheers and boos. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff there with his manager, of course, Roddy Piper. We shall pick up the introduction of the next match.
Weighing in at 252 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and his manager, Roddy Piper.
Paul Orndorff. And Orndorff just about ready to begin things with Mr. Rudy Diamond. Here we go.
On January 23rd in New York City, Madison Square Garden was the setting when the Iron Sheik was dethroned as World Wrestling Federation champion by the incredible Hulk Hogan. The road to recovery, the road to regaining the belt, finally stopped in Los Angeles at the Olympic Auditorium 1 week from tonight on March 10th, when the Iron Sheik indeed goes after Hulk Hogan and the title. You can be sure that the Iron Sheik will give nothing short of 200% effort in the ring.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about short work.
And I'll tell you, Rudy Diamond out of Boston, Mass, really on the receiving end of some very quick punishment of Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. A lot of graffiti ringside.
It is the time, 46 seconds. It is the winner, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff being congratulated by his manager, Roddy Piper. We'll take a look at what we saw moments ago on the replay, maybe a little bit longer than a match. Here we go now. Off the rope, and you see him clothesline Rudy Diamond and almost decapitated the young man. And what a knee, Gene.
That flying knee drop, I'll tell you, just a bit of the punishment. Here's the setup now for a move that I think should be barred, the pile driver.
Oh, you see the head striking the canvas right there, and his head just bounced right up. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, victorious with that devastating pile driver. We'll be back as we continue with a special six-man tag team matchup.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left from Montreal, Canada, weighing 282 pounds, it is Butcher Paul Vachon. And from Nice, France, weighing in at 245 pounds, it is Rene Goulet. And from Hollywood, California, weighing 230 pounds, it is Goldie Rogers. And the team in the corner to my right, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 240 pounds, it is SD Special Delivery Joe. And his partners are the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions from Roanoke, Virginia, weighing 250 pounds, it is Tony Atlas. And from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 250 pounds, it is Rocky Johnson.
What a tag team combination, these three individuals. Wait a minute now, Rene Goulet going to start things off, and our ring announcer, Joe McHugh, is almost involved in a brawl there. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few short weeks, the brand new World Wrestling Federation magazine will be on the stand, and I can tell you this, it's going to be one of the best publications ever seen. If you'd like to become a charter subscriber to this great publication, all you have to do is send check or money order for $14.47 for 8 action-packed issues to WWF Magazine, Post Office Box 1538, Greenwich, Connecticut 06836.
And back in the ring now, Tony Atlas and Goulet. It was Goulet who went after Atlas earlier on before the match began. Has him back in the corner and hammering away now. Taggart made the big Butcher step through, and Butcher Paul Vachon catching. They're on the rock there. Double team effort. Finally, the referee gets Goulet out of the ring.
Rocky Johnson right now setting Vachon up the whip into the turnbuckles, and what a jarring.
Look at
that head.
Atlas comes in and caught from behind, tags out quickly. SD now with the big Butcher.
Well, here's the tag, Vachon to Goldie Rogers out of Hollywood, California. Shades of Hollywood indeed.
Rogers locking up with special delivery now, and SD giving him a headbutt, and Rogers goes down to the canvas.
Oh, that headbutt. Rocking Goldie Rogers. Tag very quickly.
Atlas now with Rogers and whips him to the rope, and bends him over, he does. Atlas now with Rogers in the air. And way in the air, and pandemonium has broken loose. Look at that. Referee 1, 2, and lights out.
Something else. What a package. Tony Atlas taking Rogers high in the air. And did you see that slam, Vince McMahon?
That came from the top of the Empire State Building. get the official time. It is a time, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Here are the winners. S.P. Jones, Tony Atlas, Rocky Johnson.
Well, fantastic teamwork on the part of the trio of Jones, Johnson, and Atlas. And it proved beneficial as they went on to victory.
For the benefit of those of you who'd like to drop us a line this week, as you know, we encourage that on every occasion. Later on, we shall be reading you some of the comments and questions that you have written in. We invite you to write us here to Wrestling, P.O. Box 1538, Greenwich, Connecticut, 06836. Stay with us. Scheduled up next over most of these same stations, a most interesting interview. Greg Valentine to join us, and of course, Piper's Trip with his guest, Tony Gurria, and then the big one's going to come along. We'll be back.
Well, a fantastic card the last time out here in Los Angeles at Olympic Auditorium. The next date, Saturday, March the 10th. Back at Olympic Auditorium, World Wrestling Federation action at its very best. On that card, a world title defense for a man who certainly the last time out proved that he is indeed the heavyweight champion of the world, the incredible Hulk Hogan, the challenger, former champion, the Iron Sheik. Come on in, if you would, please. Roddy Piper. Mr. Piper.
What? Mr. Los Angeles, I have been to Los Angeles. Los Angeles does not impress Roddy Piper at all. Roddy Piper impresses Los Angeles. There ain't a Mexican that I didn't do away with in Los Angeles. When I went to Los Angeles, I could not find a Mexican to fight. So what do? They take Tony Gurria, bring him all the way over from New Zealand to fight RP. Don't blame him. Tony Gurria looks up and says, "Who am I fighting in Los Angeles?" Says Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. He says, "Are you crazy? Roddy Piper is the most phenomenal wrestler I have ever seen." Tony Gurria says, "But there's no problem. I can handle Roddy Piper in Los Angeles." Tony Gurria, you're going to find out one thing. When it comes to RP, it's a whole lot easier to jump on, brother, than it is to jump off.
All right, the words of Roddy Piper, Tito Santana. Come on in. Congratulations. Still the Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana, one-on-one here at the next big card out at Olympic Auditorium. The great one from Japan, Mr. Fuji, the martial arts expert.
That's right, Gino. Matches just keep getting tougher. Everybody's coming after the Intercontinental belt. Everybody's saying, Tito, you don't have the guts and you don't have the ability to hold on to this. Well, brother, I'm not by myself. I got all the fans behind me, Mr. Fuji. I got a lot of respect for you. Te garantizo, la gente mexicana lloró conmigo, sufrieron conmigo para yo poder ganar esta faja. Y la gané para toda la gente mía, porque me siento muy orgulloso de tener la oportunidad de que la gente mexicana sea representada por Tito Santana. Mr. Fuji, veremos quién será el mejor. Me tendrán que cargar para afuera del ring si acaso pierdo la faja. Les garantizo a la gente mexicana, Tito Santana los representa a todos ustedes y seguirá ganando. ¡Arriba!
Thank you very much, Intercontinental Champion, the great one, Tito Santana, Iron Sheik.
Get the Frit gun. You just let that pencil that geek, that guy, that taco eater over. Nobody understood a word you said. Now you're talking about Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, the man that's temporarily holding the title, which rightfully belongs to the Iron Sheik.
I want to present a question, if I may, to the Iron Sheik, Sheik Al-Lahani from Iran. I know how the members of the Arab world treat winners. You get, of course, the accolades, the riches bestowed upon you as a winner, but I also know how they treat losers in the Arab world.
How do you know? You never even been to Iran. Right. Let me speak my language before even I answer to you, American. خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز که در لس آنجلس زندگی میکنن سلام عرض میکنم و موفقیت همه شما را آرزو میکنم، مخصوصا پیشکسوت همه زورخانه های ایران آقای شعبان جعفری، نوکرشم سرور منه، مخصوصا ارتشبد گردن کلفته های ایران مرتضی تکیه، مخصوصا آقای سلیمان ناقلی نوکرشم. خدمت همه شما سلام عرض میکنم. همه دنیا پهلوانای ایران رو میشناسه. Hulk Hogan, I come to America, to Los Angeles, California. I promise all the Iranian people, I promised all the Arab people, I promised all the Jewish people. Remember now, I'm gonna get that belt from you and I'm gonna take it to Tehran Avenue. And after that, Mr. Hulk Hogan, I want to know you have a guts to come walking the Tehran Avenue, you American hog.
And afterwards, we want to know if Hogan's going to have enough gas to put in that Cadillac. We're going to shut off his supply.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It is Ayatollah Freddie Blassie.
نوکر همه ایرانی‌های عزیزم در کالیفرنیا هستم. سلام علیکم، خداحافظ.
I thank you very much. By the way, back in town, it is a new era in professional wrestling for you, the great fans of the Los Angeles area Olympic Auditorium, Saturday night, March the 10th. It's going to be a world title defense for the incredible Hulk Hogan. Yes, the Iron Sheik will be the challenger. Tito Santana defending the Intercontinental title against Mr. Fuji. Tag team action as a team. Slaughter and the Superstar. Tony Gurria to meet Roddy Piper. A whole lot more. Saturday, March the 10th, here in Los Angeles at Olympic Auditorium.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 235 pounds, it is Frankie Williams. And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing 250 pounds, it is Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to introduce and bring into the ring one of the greatest athletes in professional wrestling today. Now, he's just healing up an injury. He will not appear tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, let's greet the one and only Jimmy Superfly Sanuka.
A standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen, for the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, do they love this? Do they love this man?
Without a doubt, as the announcer said, one of the all-time greats in the World Wrestling Federation today. There's one of the Superfly Snuka hands. As he extends the handshake to Greg Valentine, I believe. And there are no takers there. Greg Valentine will not shake Mr. Snuka's hand. Jimmy now leaving the area. And again, Snuka, regarded as one of the finest athletes in the World Wrestling Federation today, and I'm sure by next week he'll be at a 100% capacity.
I'm sure many of you fans who were at the Olympic recently gave your support to Tito Santana, the new Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. 1 week from tonight, Mr. Santana returns to the Olympic Auditorium to put his belt on the line against the Samurai Warrior, Mr. Fuji. The challenger will come fast and furious after Santana, and it's Fuji who next Saturday night hopes that his martial arts expertise will take him right to the title.
Hammer across the back now. Seesaw back and forth. Valentine has Williams in the corner. Woo! Devastating elbow. Valentine with Frank Williams slams him down to the canvas. Valentine drops the elbow right on the throat king. Off the rope. Valentine with another one. Valentine now with Frank Williams right where he wants him. Skirting toe hold by the hammer. Valentine locked up in that threaded figure four leg lock. That could very well be it. Yes, indeed.
A very explosive Greg Valentine, I might add, back in the World Wrestling Federation, and very impressive with his victory over Frank Williams.
We'll get the official time.
Here is the time, 42 seconds. It is the winner, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Greg Valentine victorious, and that was really short work. We'll take a look at what we saw moments ago here. Valentine there being congratulated by his manager, Lou Albano.
Here's the pick up, and I'll tell you, that one was really executed to perfection. Follows first with one flying elbow and then another. And that's all she wrote. Very impressive as Valentine manipulates his opponent. Frank Williams into that figure four. Too painful. Mr. Williams With the shout of Uncle to the referee, sound of the bell, and it's all over.
As a regular feature in the new World Wrestling Federation magazine, we look forward to a column to be written by Roddy Piper under the name in Piper's Pit. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the views expressed in Piper's Pit, those of Roddy Piper and his guest, not necessarily those of us here on Championship Wrestling. So with that in mind, we're going to take you now to Piper's Pit.
Well, welcome. Tonight, this week on Piper's Pit, we have with us Mr. Tony Gurria, who has been 5 times World Heavyweight Champion. And Tony, I know you've been an extremely good tag team wrestler. The problem that I find here is winning the World's Tag Team Championship 5 times, all that really means is you've lost the World's Tag Team Championship 5 times. Now, I know your partners, Rick Martel, for instance, who was a tremendous tag team wrestler. Do you feel any animosity yourself towards your partners, or do you feel it's just because of yourself, possibly you have not been the partner that they should have had, possibly you did not train quite as hard? After all, you lost the thing 5 times in a row. That's an enormous record and a tremendous...
Piper, you must remember to...
Just 1 second. Wait till I'm finished. Just 1 second here. 5 times in a row, to lose a world title 5 times in a row, and having 5 different partners, with the exception of Martel 2 times, must tell you something, must tell you that it's...
Piper, as I was trying to say, to lose it 5 times...
Just wait 1 second. Please let me finish my point. My point is this. If you have the title 5 times in a row with 5 different partners, and you lose the thing 5 times in a row, maybe the fault does not lie with the...
Piper, excuse me, how many times have you had the World Wrestling?
Just wait a second. How many times have I held it? I have been a world champion. I have been a...
Mr. Piper, just before I leave, I'd like to tell you one thing. I would never be seen dead wearing a skirt.
Obviously, when someone has nothing else to say, the lowest form of humor or wit is desecration like that. And if that's the way he wants to be, he just proves the man that he is.
Well, all right, now, ladies and gentlemen, the action heating up here. This is going to be truly one of the great pro wrestling matches. The fans here, this excitement beginning to build. Listen to them yell, USA! It's going to be a great one. Let's get the introduction now.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Iran, weighing in at 268 pounds, here is the former World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, the Iron Sheik. And his opponent from South Carolina, weighing 296 pounds, here is Vachon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagle, and there she is, the Stars and Stripes. Well, the Sheik has his flag, Sergeant Slaughter has his flag. Oh, my word. This is the Stars and Stripes.
Get off your feet, you're on time, Sheik. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you, Sheik. I'm coming after you.
He's coming after the Sheik. Sergeant Slaughter now making his way into the ring. This audience is absolutely electrified. Listen to them. USA. There it is. All right. Slaughter waving the Stars and Stripes. This is going to be the prelude to one of the great pro wrestling matches. No love lost whatsoever between these two. The Iron Sheik, Sergeant Slaughter.
I have not heard so much talk leading up to any particular match as I have to this one.
Sheik.
Bowing to the flag and Ayatollah Khomeini. That flag being held by Ayatollah Freddy Blassie, manager of the Iron Sheik.
Now, wait a minute. Let's take a look at this. Sergeant Slaughter saying something to the Iron Sheik. And there comes a salute to Hogan.
Oh, Pearl Harbor.
Saluting the American flag of the Iron Sheik. Hook Slaughter covering away, kicking down the ring.
Blassie still in the ring. Vince McMahon.
The Iron Sheik all over Sergeant Slaughter. Sheik loading that up. Loading a boot up. Slaughter.
What is Blassie still doing in the ring? That I cannot understand. Oh!
Another knee, and Sergeant Slaughter is taking the punishment from the Iron Sheik. The match has not even begun. The Iron Sheik with Sergeant Slaughter. And the Sheik is just kicking the daylights out of Slaughter.
The Iron Sheik putting up both.
Slaughter. The Iron Sheik pulling Slaughter's glasses and he works. Slaughter. Up from behind it.